I guess you talk about the Miami game and just does it feel any different in practice this week? I know you guys treat every game like a big game, but Miami's sometimes a little different.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we pretty much treat every game, as a big one. Every game's big to us, of course. This is our rival team, Miami, and the guys, especially from Florida, pretty hyped about them. Pretty hyped about it myself. It's a game I came to. I took my official one, so I saw the tension there, and I'm ready to see it, but actually be on the field this time. I'm really excited to get out there,
What, was it what you expected when you came on that visit?
Yeah, it was. It was, in all the good ways. So
yeah.
It was everything I expected.
Did anything stand out to you? Was it just the passion or the speed of the game?
Yeah, you could kind of see it, even from the stands as a recruit. You could kind of really see the passion that the players play with in that game. And it was just a real exciting environment, being around the fans and just watching it. But last year I saw the tension. They were throwing stuff on the field. The game was crazy. It was a crazy environment, but it was an exciting environment to be in.
Your visit, was that the game here 2 years ago?
Yes, sir.
You remember, I think that was when Dalvin had his first play of the game or second play of the game. Do you remember kind of what it was like in the stands watching that?
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. I remember all the recruits were up there going crazy, just as the fans were, and me and my family was as well, from the moment Florida State offered us. We love Florida State. So, it was an exciting environment for us, just as it was for the fans.
You mentioned your teammates from Florida are kind of hyped about this rivalry. Kind of, can you sense that juice that they're really wanting this game?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You could tell, with the players, these guys have been playing with each other their whole life, so they're pretty amped up about it. You could tell. You can always, even if they're not saying anything, you can kind of really feel the tension. Just walking into the building and walking out there to practice, you can really feel it. That everybody's ready to go.
Are you trying to gravitate a little bit more to those players from Miami to kind of get the grasp of it a little bit more?
I don't think at this point I have to really. I understand, how big of a game it is to us and to the team. So I guess I feel the same way as they do now. So yeah. I'm just ready to go.
Do you kind of push that off onto the players when it's time to play, like teams like Wake Forest? Do anybody from Carolina?
Yeah. Of course I do that. Like last week, that was a pretty big week. Being home, getting to play in front of the home crowd, and really any time playing against, like my old teammate Jalen Samuels for NC State, as well as Amari Henderson for Wake Forest. It was just, I'm not sure if it was as big to them. Of course, it probably wasn't, but it was pretty big to me. I think that's probably about the same way they feel about playing Miami and like USF or Florida, stuff like that. Yeah.
How has your time at Florida State been? When you came in, I know Jimbo coaches were really high on you right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I know you battled some injuries and things like that, and probably didn't get to play outside of special teams as much as you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
How's it gone, and how have you grown through it?
It's been going pretty good. I have no complaints. It's been a big maturing process for me, I'd say. That's the biggest thing. Just learning how to study film, learning the playbook, taking my football knowledge to the next level. You have to at this level. So, everything's been going pretty good for me. I don't have any regrets. I don't take anything back. I love everything, every moment about since I've been here. It's been taken care. Guys have been taking care of me, and like I said, it's just been a big maturing process for me, and I'm embracing it.
Seems like that position has a lot of different responsibilities. Do you like that position?
Oh yeah, I love the sandbacker. Played it in high school. I feel like it's the best position on the field, in my opinion. But maybe everybody feels that way about their own position.
What were some of the injuries that you were dealing with when you first got here?
I had a Liz Frank injury. Sprained a couple muscles in my foot in the NC State game last year, and it kind of took me out for the rest of the season. I got to come back in the Michigan game. I wasn't fully healed, but I felt that I was ready to go at least. So,
what was coming back in the Michigan game like for you?
It was exciting. I was ready to go. I had missed so many games. I was just ready to get out there and do whatever I could to help the team. I was excited.
Before you got here, FSU was kind of just relying on like 3 linebackers and playing 2 at most of the time. Now you guys have a lot of depth. You have a lot of people in that position group. How has the position kind of transformed with more bodies and having also more talented players?
I say it's a big plus. You get to stay fresh really with your players. You can rotate without having any drop-offs. I feel like all of our linebackers pretty much know what's going on and know what the stakes are when they step in, and everybody pretty much has the same mindset. We're a brotherhood, we're a group, so we all kind of think the same. So I feel like I'm comfortable with our group of linebackers, and there's no drop-offs when we get in. We're doing pretty good, I'd say.
You got another high-powered offense coming in Miami, another quarterback that presents a challenge with his legs. I mean, you had a chance to kind of dig into him. If so, what have you seen on Miami that's going to present challenges for you guys?
I mean, yeah, they're a pretty good team coming in. I think we'll prepare well for them. Not too worried about anything heavily, but I think we'll strap on and get ready to go. We'll be ready to go game time. We have a good. I trust in our coaches. I trust in our players. So not really too much worried about too much, but they are a pretty good team.
How much of a factor is Walton, just not only as a running back, but also with the way he can catch a ball out of the backfield?
It creates more. Problems. For a defense. But like I said, with the players we have and the coaches we have, I think we'll be ready to go in all aspects. With passing game, running game, I feel like we'll defend pretty well and play as good as we do with our coaches. I feel like we're ready to go.
When you guys got to North Carolina on Friday, were you all tuned into that Miami-Duke game, or how did you guys kind of watch that game?
No, not really. We were, more focused on the game, the task at hand, and pretty much more focusing on what we had to do, instead of worrying about that. We have our own stuff we have to do, study our books before the night before the game, stuff like that. So yeah, we pretty much more locked in our game than theirs. Of course, we're watching it now, focusing on what we got to do with them. But last week we were just focused on our game.
After kind of a slow start to the season compared to what you guys expected, is it tough to balance, the aggression I'm sure you feel, just wanting to kind of get things back on track, but also trying to focus on the mental side of it, or how have you guys approached it?
We're taking it step by step, day by day. Really, we're just focusing on ourselves and making sure we're doing all the little small things right in practice, and make sure we get each other back on track. So we'll be good with that. I don't feel like we're worried about too much. We're just, buckling down and really just focusing on ourselves. Really, just taking care of every small thing that we need to, and fixing everything. To get back on track. I feel like we're good. We're doing good, though.
Do you think that the way the season started, do you feel like some people, or maybe nationally, might count you guys out a little bit? Are you guys
yeah, most definitely. I see a lot of people are now, but I mean, we don't. Like our coach tells us, we don't really pay too much attention to that stuff like that. We just tunnel vision to what we got to do and focus on succeeding as a team and doing the things we got to do to reach our goals. We don't want to focus too much on that. People are going to do that. That's normal. Again, we're going to focus at the task at hand and handle our business individually and tunnel vision of what we're supposed to do. We're good to go.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.